go from hello to yes on what you're looking for. I watch people get stuck and frozen, and that breaks my heart, 'cause I was once stuck and frozen too. Greatest superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people.
You're echoing. You are echoing, Sean. Here we go.
You know? Okay. So Craig,
Yeah.
so what's up and why are you doing this? And how about a fun fact from you, Craig?
Hello, everybody. My name is Craig Baumohl. I am an EQ business coach for CEOs and team leaders to help them elevate and accelerate their businesses through shifts in language and recognize that people have the ability to find more joy and fulfillment and passion in their business. We spend so much time on our business. Why not take it to a place of joy and love and passion into every aspect of our lives? More money in less time with more magic in every aspect. So why I'm doing this is because I love bringing people together. I love seeing businesses connect and find the relevancies where they can explode and accelerate not just what they're doing, but what they can create together to be able to help everyone around them. And that's where I get from you, Sean.
No, thank you, brother. How about a fun fact?
A fun fact about me, I almost forgot about that one. A fun fact about me is I actually sang in an international choir until I was in 12th grade and was set to be on stages in 3 different countries.
Dude, and you're a rock star dancer on top of it. So awesome, Craig. Who's some of the fine folks that we have here today?
So I'm going to go down the line from everybody on my screen, and I'm going to start. The first person that I have over here is someone that I've never met, but Jack introduced me to, Candace Ritacco. Please give us a good 30 seconds of your amazingness.
Hi, everybody. My name's Candace. That's my dog, Bear, in the background. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm originally from Westchester County, New York. I am a connector, a visionary, an entrepreneur. I've studied engineering and architecture, and I have my own interior design firm for over 20 years. And what I'm committed to is connecting people to fulfill their vision. A fun fact is I come from a lineage of risk takers and inventors. I have a great-great-grandmother who came over from Italy at 13 years old across the Atlantic alone and built her own house with her bare hands from leftover bricks from a fire. My grandfather invented the wraparound skirt. My great-grandmother is the first woman driver in New Jersey to get a license.
Wow.
And I am, I've worked on the Porsche Tower with the head of Porsche in Sunny Isles. I was the senior designer for that. But my best design is my 14-year-old daughter, Chloe.
Boom. Candace is in the house. And we're talking, welcome, Candace.
Thank you.
Yeah. And a fun fact?
Personally, I was in the Goodwill Games. I was number 3 in the nation for karate after being in a car wreck and a wheelchair for about a year. So that's a fun fact.
That is an immense fun fact.
I think the fun fact was your family, but that was amazing.
Goodwill Games. Folks that are not clear, that means Candace was in the 0.001% or less of people in karate in the world. So that's remarkable, Candace.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you said Jack. We have Jack T in the house today, Craig?
No, Jack actually apologized. He could not get off.
Okay, you had Jack. I just want to acknowledge Jack is just an unbelievable entrepreneur, visionary, and person of immense integrity and authenticity and acceleration. So back to you, Craig.
Next, we have Dan Gross. You're muted.
Hey, guys. I'm not now. I'm good. What's up, Craig? Hi, everybody. My name is Dan Gross. I am from Queens, New York, born and raised, and I own eatbettermeals.com, which is a health-conscious, restaurant-quality style meal delivery service based on Long Island. And Craig shot me a text yesterday and was like, hey, you want to do something? I'm like, sure, I'll do it. And here I am today. And I am really nervous. I got to be honest, right? This isn't like I'm usually in my lane by myself, entrepreneur, keep my head down, grinder with my guys around me working in the kitchen or somewhere. And so doing something like this isn't necessarily out of my realm of scope per se, but it's definitely not in my normal day to day, right? So I'm a little nervous, and I am not part of the people business like you guys or some of you are. And so yeah, that's it. And a fun fact about me, because I feel like that's where we're going next. I grind my own coffee and brew my own cold brew at home, and I am very passionate about it. And I actually have some sitting in a jar right next to me right now, and it's, I love it. Like it's exciting. So
that's awesome, Dan. Thanks for being here, and thanks for stepping out into something in the unknown a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you for your trust, Dan. I'm excited to see where it goes to. Joe Cohen.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Hi. Thank you for the invite. So my name is Joe Cohen. I own a company, Prime Motors. I don't know if you can see the logo back there. Pretty much what we do, I have an office in Boca Raton, Florida, where we service the South Florida region, and we have an office in Brooklyn, New York, where we service the New York tri-state area. I'm pretty much your car guy. So whenever you need a new car, you're not going to go to the dealership. You're going to give us a call, and we're going to handle the whole car process. You're not even going to walk into a dealership, and we're going to deliver the car right to your door with the paperwork, full manufacturer's warranty. We guarantee to beat the dealership price. So pretty much whether you want a Honda, a Toyota, a Porsche, car will get delivered to your door. It's really that simple. It's not. We've been doing this for 25 years. We have amazing reviews, amazing clientele. We love this. It's our passion. Whenever somebody tells me, "Oh my God, I'm never walking to a dealership again," it makes my day.
Fun fact, Joe.
Fun fact.
You got it in Brooklyn.
I'm going to Israel tomorrow night to be quarantined for 14 days. So there's my
Somehow that sounds fun on one hand and not fun on another. Congratulations. And yeah. Craig, I don't know if you and Dan, we have an office for my firm, Callagy Law, in Boca Raton. So from one Boca office to another, hello.
Thanks, Joe. Nathan Benamaz.
Hi, I'm Nathan Benamaz, founder of the Hope Platform. I'm here because of Jack. I actually wasn't going to be here. I'm in the background managing a project, and I was like, you know what? In communication with my client, took the time, and everything's running smoothly. So acknowledge Jack for his stand. The Hope Platform is a social network for human connection, and it's a place for creators, authors, coaches to collaborate and work together to tell transformational stories and to create experiences for people that really make a difference in the world. Fun fact about me, my last name Benamos means son of Amos in Hebrew, and I just recently found out. I always thought my grandfather, who fought in the Israeli Revolution, renamed us son of Amos. I didn't realize son of Amos means Isaiah is actually the son of Amos in the Bible. So I recently uncovered that, and it just had me really connected with what my grandfather was trying to communicate. Was Amos was a period of great tribulation in the world, and followed by God's redemption. And then Isaiah is a book in the Bible that's really about God's grace and love. And I think my grandfather was trying to tell the story in our family that from great difficulty comes great love and grace from God. So that's a fun fact about me.
Well, that's a super fun fact. Welcome, Craig. Awesome group of people, man.
We're getting there. We're getting through. I know Bianca was here, I believe, just to listen, but I still want to give her the opportunity to introduce yourself.
No, I'm participating. I'm in it. Yeah, my business partner Emily is in there, is down somewhere on the screen, so she's popping in listening. But I'm fully here. I'm in it. So hi everyone, I'm Bianca Wilson. I am the co-founder of a diversity, equity, and inclusion consultancy called Safe Space, which you can see my title. My pronouns are she, her. Safe Space's main mission is to create, just keeping it simple, thriving, equitable workplaces and companies that make a positive impact in the world. And we do that by creating leaders. We do that by creating programs, long-term programs that really focus on being truly inclusive of all perspectives and how that ties into businesses and the impact that they're making out in the world. Fun fact about me. So I was born and raised in Los Angeles, and I feel like this is the most LA thing ever, but a couple years ago, I was at a house party and I smoked weed with Snoop Dogg. And that is the best thing, one of the best things I've ever done in my life. It was a fantastic conversation. It went exactly how you would think it would go. And that's my fun fact. And I'm really excited to be with you. Yes, who just said that?
Sean Callaghan here. So I am the creator of this. And this is the 251st Real Raw since COVID has begun. That is absolutely a top 5 fun fact yet. And one of the greatest moments of my life was when I couldn't sleep one night. I turned the television on several years ago and I saw Snoop Dogg was hosting the Joker's Wild. So you have kindled, Snoop Dogg is one of the most ridiculous, hysterically bizarre characters, I think, representing pop culture weirdness in this world. And it was amazing. And I think he's like this iconic figure. And I cannot believe you're here and that you had an encounter with Snoop Dogg. So that is why the Real Raw is so amazing. So thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And so good to see all of you.
Sean, your screen is off. Do you know that?
I do. You want to know my fun fact?
Oh, here we go.
You have a black eye?
No, I will be coming on soon, but I had jumped out of the ocean. I had calls back to back to back all day, and I had rinsed off the sand. And when we launched, I was still in a post-shower state, and I'm still in the process of shifting into a prepared state to be on camera from post-shower. And I will leave the graphic details out as I see the camera with nothing on, and what state of that progression I am in. That is my fun fact for today. Craig, back to you.
Sean, the second encounter I am with you where there's nothing but a towel in between.
That is true, Craig.
Mr. Always Good, aka Joe McGazel, who's on a 10 by 10 sort of with me and Peter Swain. And that's how we met. And I would love you to introduce yourself over here.
Well, thank you very much, Craig. I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me to be here as well. So yes, my name is Joe McGazel, but I go by Mr. Always Good. My wife and I are the co-founders of Always Good Sales Training and Consulting. We are really set out on a mission that we want to change the industry perception of a salesperson from con artist to help artist. And we really specialize with working with women to help them unleash their inner saleswoman, because look, women are better at sales than men. Fun fact about me, my wife doesn't dress me. No, that's not really the fun fact. But the fun fact is I showed up for 21 straight days to get my first sales job.
Ooh, that is hyper impressive. All right. So Craig, awesome folks.
Les Brown style on that one. We got Christian Gonzalez.
Yes, hey everyone. Like I said, my name's Christian. I work right under Jack. He's my supervisor. And so I work for Total Network Consulting. We're a full service cabling and network integration company. And a little fun fact about me is that I'm 22 and I just graduated from college 3 months ago.
Awesome job.
Christian.
Congratulations on your college graduation and on working for Jack.
Thank you. It's been quite an experience, as you know.
And I see him putting you through the ringer too on this one. So welcome to the family.
Thank you.
We got John Chidiak over here, who I literally just about an hour ago got introduced by Joseph Varghese. He brought John into this, and please introduce yourself, brother.
Hi everyone. I'm John Chidiak. I think I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for Joseph for inviting me to participate. He had told me quite a bit about the Real Raw some time ago when we've been friends for a while, and just hadn't been the right time or moment. And he got me in the right time. And so here we are. Here I am. So I'm from Brooklyn. I run a little tech startup. We are an HR tech company, and the product that we built is can be used for a few different purposes, but primarily it is an internal talent marketplace, and so it helps companies and organizations to do a better job of deploying their talent, identifying people with unique skill sets, and giving them opportunities. In particular, Bianca, I was really interested to hear what your what you're doing with your consultancy. So diversity, equity, and inclusion is a big focus for us. We think that companies with deploying our tool in a variety of different ways can really the tool can go hand in hand with a really robust diversity, equity, and inclusion program. So so that's what we're doing. And a fun fact about me is when I was young, I was really into technology. And then I discovered that I decided I wanted to be an artist. And then somehow through becoming a creative person, I have wound myself back up, being a technology business person. So full circle.
Awesome.
It's
Welcome.
great.
How about a fun fact?
Being here. Sorry, Sean, you want to say anything?
Just a quick fun fact.
That was my fun fact that I just kind of done this full circle of this, having wandered off into the creative world and then come back.
Come back to this. Thank you. Well, thanks for being here. Craig?
Last contestant that we got on here is Kabir Wolf. I know he's been preparing for this.
Hey, Craig, how you doing?
What's going on?
How you doing? How you doing, Sean? How's it doing, everybody?
Here, how are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. So a little bit about myself. Brought up in India. Sorry for being a little bit late to this. Kind of brought up in India, moved to the US about 5 years ago. The company that I set up for myself, we actually started last year. And what we do is we help entrepreneurs go from having nothing to kind of building a residual income to where they can have generational wealth for their families. I like to see my clients build something for themselves where they can be more passive on it. A lot of people want to get passive income, but most people don't know how to do it. We really help clients feel what it's like to be in a position of where they can provide for their family and provide for other people as well. Little fun fact about me is I was broke a year ago.
That is a fun fact, and now you're not. So congratulations.
No, I'm not.
Congratulations.
How many companies do you run right now, Kabir? How many Amazon online businesses and e-commerce beast over here? How many e-commerce businesses are being run right now?
I currently have my name on 9 different LLCs. On one of my Amazon businesses, which is the largest of all of my businesses, we currently manage 83 different Amazon stores. On Prime Day alone, which was just a couple of days ago, it was 2 days together across all of our 83 stores. We did something close to about $1.5 million in revenue. So I'm quite proud of that.
Awesome, brother. And can I ask you a question? What caused, just quick, 30 seconds, if you don't mind, what caused that shift? How did you go from where you were a year ago to today? Well, if you had to encapsulate into one sentence, what's the one sentence?
I would have to quote Tony Robbins here, and I would have to say, burn the boats. That would be the quote.
Awesome. So you're a Tony, you've studied Tony's work?
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, awesome. Congratulations. Craig.
Thank you.
Awesome. You're inspirational.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank all the contestants so much. I want to go into our 3 judges right now. And if we can, keep it very tight. We got 30 seconds for each of us and jump right in. We have Tony Rodriguez, who is without facial hair for the first time I've ever seen him. What is going on?
In the house.
The other team.
What's up, guys? Happy to be here. I actually missed one of these the other day. Unfortunately, I had to fly to Europe for family emergency, but I'm back. Yes, I did lose the facial hair. My wife was starting to not recognize me. The reality of it, here's a fun fact. My wife does dress me. No, I'm just joking. Is that, sometimes I grow the facial hair just to shave it off afterwards and have people tell me how young I look. I'm a founder of a program called Get Up and Grow, helping people grow through what they go through. What else? Entrepreneur for 30 years, been in the real estate space for about 30 years. I'm also a trainer with Tony Robbins and a myriad of other things, but I've only got 30 seconds, so that's it.
And Tony, Craig, everybody, Tony has been a beautiful and integral part of the history of the Real Raw and its evolution. And Tony was the role player daily for quite a while. And we're missing you, brother, and want to see you back soon. And thank you for everything you've done to make this incredible reality. We're going to run 100 Real Raw Opens, Real Raws and Real Raw Opens during the month of November. It's full already, and now we're coming up with expansion plans. So,
Amazing.
Tony, love you, brother, and thank you.
Tony's the
Absolutely.
only
Happy to
man
be
that
on
I
the
ever
journey.
saw. Tony's the only man that I ever saw role play a mother of four so well.
That is
So, okay, next one we got Peter Swain. Mr. Simon Cowell himself.
Simon Cowell, I'll try and be slightly nicer because you've got such an amazing group of people here today. I'm going to play down my inner Simon Cowell. Craig, thank you so much for inviting me. My very quick intro. When I was a kid, my dad traveled a lot, and in 1992, I saw a flyer for this new technology called the internet, and I decided that I was all in. I was the lead developer for Yelp.com. Before the days of Microsoft Internet Explorer, before the days of Yahoo. I had the 30-second listing on Yahoo. I've done 1,250 digital projects, including work for Evian, Apple, Microsoft, BlackBerry, and Google. And in this incantation, what I do is I help people that deserve to scale to achieve scale. Digital is an accelerant, nothing more and nothing less. And it needs to be applied to the right people. My fun fact, and I think I've managed to keep time integrity, is that in the same year, I managed to get on a watch list by Mossad, the MI6, and the CIA, and give away a ticket for a private audience with the Pope to 3 random nuns in St. Peter's Square.
Peter Swain, ladies and gentlemen.
I am not confused, Peter. That is for sure. And our final judge, Ruth Carmazan. Please let everybody know your awesomeness.
Thank you so much for inviting me. What a crowd. I'm so honored to be here with you all. So I am the owner and operator of Karma Bridge Acupuncture and Herbals in Northwestern New Jersey. I help interrupt people's poisonous health patterns. So God is the architect of us and of your health and your blueprint, and I help you redesign your blueprint. So that's who I am. A fun fact, I went skinny dipping on Sunday in Northwestern New Jersey in a pond. It was freezing, and I would say that next time I would skinny dip in a place I could just jump in, that it was deep enough instead of shallowly having to walk in and freeze. So
Thank you, Ruth, for bringing Real Raw to the PG-13 edge today. I love that. Thank you very much. Great job. So, Craig, can I share a brief moment about what we're doing here?
Please let all these fine people know who you are and everything that this is about to you.
Okay, so quickly. So I get 2 30 seconds because one is to explain what we're doing here. So first, hey, my name is Sean Callaghy. I am the co-founder of Unblinded. And my fun fact for today is that I'm a blind man who taught a blind man to surf in the last 5 weeks, because now we're standing. And thanks to Tony Robbins and being a platinum partner in Lion, I woke up on a morning in Sedona 4 weeks ago, having no idea that I was going to be jumping out of a perfectly good airplane a short time later. But that's what it looks like in the space and the world of Tony Robbins. So what this is about for me, I discovered that influence was a superpower and led to the unleashing of people's money, time, and magic 23 years ago, after my condition caused me to not get drafted to play professional baseball, having been a 4-year D1 player at Columbia University. I went on to law school, thought I had my dream job, and realized the people who had freedom understood influence. And I thought it was gross and disgusting, but then I learned that it could be integrous, heart-centered, and amazing, thanks to the works of people like Tony Robbins, Jay Abraham, Napoleon Hill, Dale Carnegie, Og Mandino, Jerry Spence, and many others. So off I went. I quit my job and started my law firm at the ripe old age of 27, 6 months out of law school, on my credit card, $100,000 in debt, as an experiment to see if personal development worked. Hold, it did. And 2 years later, I had 40 people working for my firm. 2 years later, I exited that firm quite successfully, built a coaching, training, development company, exited that successfully, built a second law firm to 100 people, this time from 0 to 100 in 2 years, having nothing to do with me being remarkable in any way, shape, or form, other than this. I implemented what I learned, and I built a model around it. And I decided that I would, have business ownership instead of operatorship. And I had the privilege, and the thing I'm most proud of, to, as a blind male, to have coached and attended all but 9 of my children's 1,000 sporting events. And that was done. I'm like, we're going to go bring this to the world. And here we are with Unblinded, 251st episode of the Real Raw, our inaugural event in January, 1,500 people at it. And we're rocking it with amazing people like yourselves. Craig, thank you, brother, with all my heart. Tony, Ruth, Peter, all, folks that I deal with on a virtual daily basis or, quite often. And what this is how we unpack and unlock influence as a superpower, because it is not linear. And I cannot tell you in the R&D laboratory, because now I realize we have a research and development laboratory every day here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times a day now in the Real Raw. And what I hear every day is like, hey, how did that feel for you? I hear, oh yeah, good. I kind of do that every day. And the ability for beautiful, integrous, hardworking people to think that their influence is linear is something I want to change. And second, I want to change that we can love all people unconditionally with boundaries and realize that integrous, heart-centered influence in marketing, selling, and leading doesn't have to change, like in our house, with our friends, to business. It could all be the same thing. And finally, for people to truly experience this dynamic that I've experienced, where I hired 4 salespeople, true story, 15 years ago, to schedule meetings. The first person booked 0, the second person booked 0, the third person booked 0, and each of them had a quite similar response as to why. It was the leads, it was the opportunity, it was the market, it was the other people, it was everything but the truth. And they were integrous and heart-centered people. But there was a fourth dude, and that fourth guy, whose name was Greg, booked 30 meetings in the same 2 weeks when they booked 0, 0, and 0. And here's the reality. They weren't just, there wasn't a linear difference. 0 and 30 is not a linear difference in 2 weeks. It's also not an exponential difference, because there's no number that you can multiply times 0 to get to 30. It's an infinite difference. And that is just the beginning of our understanding of the compounding power of influence. So Craig, we're gonna have some fun today and let some people get some feedback on that superpower and that infinite capability of influence. So Craig, back to you. Who's going first, brother?
You're muted, Craig.
Craig, you're muted.
Good.
Sorry about that. Thank you so much. We are going to go for 3 minutes. Each person is going to jump in and be able to influence. I'm going to be your role player. Tell me who you want me to be in whatever capacity. I will try to live up to Tony Rodriguez's capabilities in this fashion as best as I can, and go from hello to yes in the best way that you know how, in whatever way that means to you. So please take your time to think about it for a second and just come in to your 3 minutes and influence me, and then you'll get judged by the 3 judges. We're gonna go down the line. I just have Mr. Always Good on top over here, and you know what? He's always ready. So,
Craig, if I may share this, remember, you don't have to get to an ultimate sale. This is not Boiler Room meets Wolf of Wall Street. This is simply, in those 3 minutes, you can go to a yes to a longer meeting. So it's like whatever a yes is in the world that you want. Craig will be that heart-centered, integrous avatar. Could be himself. He could be a wonderful mother of 4. He could be Tony Robbins or Barack Obama or Oprah Winfrey, or anybody you want him to be. So Craig, I'm going to leave this in your super capable hands, along with Tony, Peter, Ruth, and all these fine folks. And yes, let's just remember that influence is in fact a superpower. And thank you, Craig.
thank you so much, Sean. Thank you for being here. Hope you stick around for a little bit. If you got to go, more than welcome to.
I will be bouncing back shortly. We have to launch another amazing Real Raw right now. I will be back, though, before we conclude the check-in and see how all is going.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sean, for everything and for creating this space for all of us.
All right,
Joe, Mr. Always Good, let me know, who am I going to be today?
Okay, so you are going to be, it doesn't matter what position it is within the company, but normally I'm introduced to through either a webinar that we've done or an event of some kind, or somebody we've worked with, to head of HR, VP of sales, somebody like that who's just ready to have a conversation with us. So let's say you are the head of sales at a company I'm trying to have a conversation with, and you were introduced to us by somebody who's been on one of our webinars.
Sounds good.
Great.
You're in.
All right, cool. Wonderful. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, Craig. This is Joe with Always Good. Thank you for taking my call.
Hey, Joe. How you doing today?
Man, I am always good. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited about this call. Just to let you know, I have about 3 minutes to speak, and then I got to jump off. But please let me know what's up.
Oh, absolutely perfect, Craig. Thank you very much for letting me know you only have a short amount of time. And really, the reason for my call today was to talk to you about what we do to help businesses be able to exponentially grow their business and to scale out their sales teams. I don't know if it's for you, Craig, but if you'd be open-minded to having a longer conversation with me later this week, I'd love to have one with you.
It's possible. I'd love to know a little bit about where you're coming from.
Absolutely. I get that question asked a lot, Craig. So really what we do is we take about 30 years of experience between my wife and myself when we founded this company, and we take that and we pour it into your business to really help you set down the right processes and procedures to produce the growth and the scale that you're looking for. But it's different with every single person we work with. That's why the best thing I could do is say, hey, let's have a quick meeting later on this week where we could talk more in depth. Usually it's about an hour. But that way I can learn more about what it is that I might be able to help you with, because I don't know if I can yet. I don't know if you need the help that I have to offer. Are you available maybe tomorrow or the day after?
Yeah, it's possible. I definitely have a pretty packed week, but I would really love. I mean, like I said, I have a couple of minutes left. I just want to understand what it is that you guys do that you're gonna be talking about in later conversation, if we could set it up.
Absolutely, Greg. What we do is we help with creating a real sales process, training salespeople to be help artists, not con artists, to come from a service place, to really be focused on, how can I help you? And if I'm the right person to do that with, then great, let's do it together. And we both need to be happy in the end. If I'm not, I'll tell you where you can get that help from. And that's what we train people with. We have a base to it, but what we like to think of is as a skeleton. And then we allow you to help us put the meat on the bones to create that perfect process for your organization. Does that sound like something you might be interested in?
It does. It sounds interesting. Is it basic? It's tailored to the work that we do, or is it tailored to the amount of people that you work with? How do you structure it?
We do tailor it somewhat, let's say a semi-custom, because we do have the skeleton, the bones of it. But as each company is a little different in the way that they present themselves, what their mission is, their vision, how their product helps, and we then take that, customize it, and allow you to put the meat on that bones so that we can have complete 100% transparency in it, so that it's your vision, but we allow the psychology and the techniques that we know work in sales to help make that better. But again, I don't know where to go specifically with that right now, because I need to discuss more with you. And with a limited amount of time, there's not enough time for us to have a real great conversation about this. But is it tomorrow, or would next week be better for you? Are you more free next week?
We could try to set something up at the beginning of next week. That would be great.
Would that be Monday or Tuesday?
I'll send you over to my assistant. She'll set up a call with you sometime on Monday. Probably best.
Probably best. Now on Monday, do you think are you available normally in the morning or in the afternoon?
I only have a couple of seconds left over here. You check with her. You'll set up the time for her.
Can you transfer me over to her now so I can get that taken care of?
Sure, no problem. I'll send you over.
I appreciate that, Craig. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right, time's up. Great job, Joe. We got our 3 judges. We're gonna go 2 at a time. Tony, what do you have for Joe over here?
Relentless. Relentless. That's going to work for a lot of people, but it's not going to work for others. So what I would have just maybe, like I said, relentless, you were hitting every damn trick in the book to book that appointment, to get it done now. You hit every, if you're going in for that, you hit it. Now, what I would probably do is I'd probably get to know Craig a little bit more, get a little bit of emotional engagement with him to see if you can find out his pain points, instead of saying, listen, I don't know if I can help you. I don't know enough about it. It would be a good time to establish that emotional rapport of saying, how you doing? How's your business going through, these turbulent times we've been having? Try to get that emotional attachment, because if you can establish that emotional rapport, the close for that meeting next week would have been a 1 ask or a 2. Instead, I lost count, to be honest with you. It might have been 10 or 12. I'm not sure. But depending on the personality that you're going to deal with, that might be a little too rough. But if you establish that emotional rapport, who are you? How you doing? Family wise, just connect a little bit with what kind of business he's in, maybe what kind of challenges he's facing. He would tell you, and then you can relate to that, whether it be through one of your own stories or through one of another client that you've worked with. But overall, man, killer. I don't know how many bullets you got in that magazine, man, but in New Jersey, it's a maximum of 10. but you had a lot more than that. So awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.